Hello, my dear children. I'm here today with a new video for you. So this lesson is also for my grade 7 English medium geography students. So if you have subscribed my channel Sensei Lanka Online Education, in my earlier videos, you can find the other lessons related to unit number 1. Unit number 1. What is unit number 1? The planet Earth we live. So here you can see part 5 in my lesson series. So my dear children, if you want to look at the earlier lessons, you have to go to my channel. There you can find grade 7 other lessons. So today we are learning part 5. The topic is latitudes. We are learning the latitudes. What is the Sinhala word for that? In Sinhala we say Akshansha. That is the lesson we are going to learn now. So what are the latitudes? What are the latitudes? Today we are going to learn what are the latitudes. Maybe it is new for you. This word is new for you. But my dear children, if you looked at my part 4 video, the lesson name is Introduction to Latitudes and Longitudes. In my earlier video, I explained you what are the longitudes and latitudes. If you have subscribed my channel, you can go to that and look at my earlier lesson. Then it will be easy for you to understand latitudes lesson. So now you have to understand first of all, latitudes are a kind of imaginary line. And then do you know what is model globe? What is model globe? Adarsha Prithvi Golaya. In my earlier video, I explained it with the pictures. If you are interested in, you can go and watch it. So now, today we are learning the latitudes. Can you remember this green color ball? In my earlier lesson, I got this for you because this is our model globe. I selected this as an option for you. සමහර විට ඔයාලගේ ගෙදර මොඩල් ග්ලෝබ් එකක් නැතුව ඇති. ආදර්ශ පෘථිවි ගෝලයක්. එහෙම නෑ කියලා හිතන්න ඕනේ නෑ. Don't worry if you don't have the real model globe. If you don't have it, don't worry. This plastic ball is enough for that. For our lesson, you have to assume, you have to think, this is our planet Earth. This is our model globe. So now we are going to draw these imaginary lines. Look at the way I am doing it. Wait, now you can see it very clearly. So in this ball, you can take a marker pen like this. You can draw the lines like this. What are the two directions I am drawing? Look at this. I'm drawing them from west to east. Or east to west. See? You can do it more beautifully than me. So, these are the latitudes. The lesson is very simple. These are the latitudes. If this is the model globe, we are drawing the imaginary lines from west to east. අපේ model globe එක මේක. අපි මේ model globe එකේ අඳිනවා imaginary lines. ලෝකේ ඇත්තටම නෑ. හැබැයි අපේ globe එකේ තියෙනවා. ඒවා අඳින්නේ කොහෙන්ද? West to east or east to west. These are the two directions. Can you see the direction of the lines? They are horizontal lines. Parallel to the earth. මේ පොළවට parallel. Horizontal to the earth. Can you see? Horizontal to the earth. So my dear children, these are the latitudes. Now I think you understand the lesson very clearly. So now we are going to learn more about them. Now you can look at this. This is a very short and a smart definition to know the latitudes. Now all of you look at it. The imaginary lines, always you have to remember these are imaginary, not real. The imaginary lines that are drawn horizontally from west to east on the model globe are called latitudes. Now, dear children, look at the definition again. The imaginary lines that are drawn horizontally from west to east on model globe are called latitudes. See how easy to understand. What are the special things you have to understand? Now I'm going to underline the special things. They are imaginary lines. They are drawn horizontally from west to east on the model globe. Then you have to remember the word latitudes. See how to understand. Imaginary lines drawn horizontally west to east, model globe, latitudes. Very easy to understand. So dear children, this definition will be useful for you at the exams. Don't forget the definition. Now let's have a look at them. So this is a picture of the latitudes. See whether it is similar to our one. A bit similar, no? So these are the latitudes. Then can you see they are having values. එයාලට අගයක් තියෙනවා, වටිනාකමක් තියෙනවා. Can you see these degrees? 0, 15, 30 like that. They are having a value. Also they have names. We can learn it later. Drawing latitudes on a model globe. How to draw the latitudes on a model globe. Earlier I explained you. This is that activity. You can take a ball, a plastic ball. If not, you can take a regiform ball. You can take something made up of clay. If not that, your sisters or brothers may have that big balls that we used to play. You can take a kind of a ball like this. If not, there are some toys like this. You can understand the longitudes and latitudes easily. So these are the options that you can use to make this. How to draw the latitudes on the globe? You need only a plastic ball like this and then a marker pen. If you don't have a marker pen, you can use platinum. That is easy. If not, you can use some chalks, crayons. There are many options. And then you have to do it as I did. And then, if you like, I will show you another way to make the latitudes in a creative way. What is this? Do you know what is this? See how beautiful? It's a paper plate. Can you convert this paper plate into a model globe? Can you convert this paper plate into a model globe? You have to take the back side of it. Can you see the shape? It is having this round shape. It is having this round shape. The only thing that you have to do is you must take a thread like this. Something similar to this. If not, you can take these white color threads with some glue. You have to take a thread like this with some glue. Then I will show you how to make them. Across this paper plate, you have to paste them like this. Can you see how to do it? Now this is one latitude. This is one latitude. Like this you can draw. If not, you can paste by using a thread. If you like to draw, you can draw it like this. You can draw them like this. These are the methods of drawing. So now this is a model globe for you. That is enough for you to learn the latitudes. See, these are my latitudes. If you have enough time, if you have free time, you can use this thread and paste them without drawing. Okay. Now this is a very small activity for you to understand how to draw, how to make the latitudes by using a model globe. If you use a regiform ball, you can do it like this in this picture. They have colored it with the continents and everything. So now, some more about the latitudes. Here you can see some more about the latitudes. Look at it. Shall we go through this note? They are known as parallel lines. These latitudes are known as parallel lines. Why we say they are parallel? Can you see they are parallel to each other? සමාන්තරව නේද තියෙන්නේ එකිනෙකට. They are parallel to each other. This is it. Then they go as circles. They go as circles. If this is the model globe, they are going around the world. They are going as a circle. Can you understand? They are going as a circle. They are parallel. They are going as circles. They are parallel to one another. They are parallel to one another. එකිනෙකට සමාන්තරයි and never meet. Never meet. Can they meet? See, can they meet? This is one line. This is the equator. අංශක බිඳුව කියන latitude එක. I will teach them. Then if we draw another line like this around this ball, can they meet each other? No, never. They meet never. Then they get shorter towards the pole. They get shorter towards the pole. So now you take the same ball. This is the first line I drew. When they come to the poles, can you see? They become shorter. Finally, it becomes a dot like this. Look at this. They are getting shorter when they go towards the poles. ද්‍රව ආසන්නයට යනකොට එයාලා කෙටි වෙනවා. Therefore, latitudes of North Pole and South Pole are considered as 2 points. So at the end of the line, it becomes a point like this, North Pole and the South Pole. These latitudes has their own values. එයාලට වටිනාකමක් තියෙනවා. They are having a value. I will teach them. The special lines have their own names too. Some of these lines have names. The first one I drew here in the middle, it is the equator, 0 latitude. Value is 0. It has a name, the equator. In Sinhala we say samakaya. අංශක බිඳුව කියන අක්ෂාංශය එයාගේ වටිනාකම අංශක බිඳුවයි එයාට නමක් තියෙනවා සමකය. So all these latitudes are having a value, but some of the major ones have a special name. Yes, Pute, now I think you all understand the lesson. Look at this now. I got this from your school textbook. This is taken from your school textbook. Now can you see the model globe here? Think about the ball activity I did. This is the model globe. There can you see the parallel lines drawn horizontally from west to east. Where is west? West to east. They are horizontal, they are parallel to each other. Now look at them. Equator. This is the equator. Can you see in the middle? The value is 0 degrees. Then there are many other number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. There are latitudes. But when it comes to 23.5, අංශක 23.5 වෙනකන් ආවහම look at the direction north. Now we are going to the top, towards the north. උතුරට තමයි යන්නේ. We are going towards the north. So we use the letter N here. When we are going towards the north from equator. If this is the circle, this is the equator in the middle. Now we are going towards north. So all these lines are north latitudes. All these lines are north latitudes. So the Tropic of Cancer, when it comes to 23.5 degrees, it is Tropic of Cancer. Like that we have to go. When we are going towards 66.5 degrees north, උතුරටමයි යන්නේ 66.5. This is the value. It has a name. Arctic Circle. ඒ අතරේ තව අය ඉන්නවා. But they don't have names. Here, there are some other latitudes. They don't have special names. So who have special names? Equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle. Then go to the top. When we are moving to the top, they are getting shorter. And then finally it becomes a point. Can you understand? Finally it becomes a point. It becomes a point. What is this point? North Pole. Uttaradravaya. North Pole. What is the value of it? 90 degrees. So my dear children, you have to remember when we are going above the equator, they are north. That is why we use capital N. With the value, we are using capital N. Yes. Now we are moving towards the south. අපි යමු දැන් දකුණට equator එකේ ඉඳලා. Shall we go towards the south? This is the equator. Now we are moving down. Equator is 0. Then there are many other lines like this. They are latitudes. There are many other. But when it comes to this value, 23.5, now it is south. So you have to write capital S. දකුණ නිසා අපි capital S ලියන්න ඕනේ. Tropic of Capricorn. When it comes to 23.5, it is Tropic of Capricorn. When it comes to 66.5, letter S, it is Antarctic Circle. Antarctic Circle. So here you found the North Pole at the end. Now it is South Pole. It is a point. It is a point. It is the South Pole. If you take the ball once again, this is North Pole. In the top, this is North Pole. In the bottom, you can see the South Pole. In between, there are equator, Tropic of Cancer, Arctic Circle, Tropic of Capricorn, Antarctic Circle. So, my dear children, you have to understand this picture very well. You must be able to draw it. You must be able to name them and color them too. So now here you can see the values and the names of major latitudes. We discussed this earlier. But now you can look at them. They will go to the mind quickly when you look at them. Equator value 0. Tropic of Cancer 23.5 north N. Arctic Circle 66.5 north. North Pole 90. Now we are moving down. Tropic of Capricorn 23.5. It is this one. Antarctic Circle 66.5 south. It is this line. South Pole 90. It is there at the end. It is a point. Just like a dot like this. So my dear children, you have to remember how to draw this picture and how to name them. It is important to learn. If you can't understand anything in this lesson, please, you can use the chat box. You can chat with me. At the beginning of my video, I have given you my WhatsApp number. If you want, you can send me a text message. If not under my video, you can send a message to the chat as a comment. If not, you can go to my Facebook page, Sensei Lanka Online Education. There also I'm ready to support you. So for my English medium students, you can clarify anything at any time with me. So before that, I will show you. Look at this. This is the way of drawing them on a paper. Because you have to know this. When you are having the exams, you have to draw them. You can draw them like this. Look at this in the middle. You have to draw a circle like this. Then in the middle, 0 degrees. What is that? Equator. Then Tropic of Cancer, 23.5 degree. You have to write N here. Then 66.5 degrees. You have to write N here. At the top, you have to write 90 degrees. You must understand how to mark and name them. So along this, you can write the name. Equator. Along the line, you can write the names. But for North Pole, you can write here. North Pole. Put an arrow and show it. Like this. This is the way of marking the latitudes on a paper. You can use your pencil, a sharpened pencil. If not, you can use a black pen for this. To do this activity, you can use a black pen. So I think you understand it now very well. So now, look at the presentation again. So now, do you know what is the major latitude that you know? Equator. Samakaya, 0 degree. That is very important because it is doing some another thing. Look at this. This is the equator. Equator is in the middle. It can divide the earth into two. It can divide our earth into two. So what are these two things? If you can look at my board here. Can you look at the board here? If I draw it here. So now this is our model globe. If you draw the equator here. If you draw the equator here. This is the equator in the middle. So the equator can divide the earth into two. What are the two? I will put number 1 here, number 2 here. Look at number 1 and number 2. This line in the middle can divide the earth into two. So what is this direction? North. What is this direction? North. What is this direction? South. So in the north it is called North Hemisphere or Northern Hemisphere. This is Southern Hemisphere. අර්ධගෝල දෙකකට වෙන් කරනවා. Do you understand it? The equator can divide the earth into two parts. It has a name, hemisphere, ardhagolaya, half of the earth. So we can look at it in this presentation. Look at this now. In this picture, can you see? The equator can divide the earth into two. When it comes to the northern part, the northern half, it is northern hemisphere, half of the earth, northern half of the earth. Then the southern half of the earth, southern hemisphere. Here it is in the model globe. If you go to the world map, this picture, can you see northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere? So the equator can do this because it is in the middle. So now, my dear children, you learned what are the latitudes, how to draw them on the model globe, how to draw them, how to mark them, how to create them by using this thread and the paper plate. Can you remember? Then you learned the two hemispheres, northern and the southern hemispheres. These are information related to the lesson latitudes. So my dear children, stay with me. Look at this diagram. This is the way of drawing it. I show you a picture earlier. The picture, this one. If you have the color pencils, you can do it like this in the picture. You can color them. Even at the exam, you can color them like this. Look at the picture in my presentation. So, it looks very attractive. It makes your writing books beautiful. When you are studying, they will go into your mind quickly. So finally, we are coming to the world map. Drawing latitudes on a map of the world. Up to now, we drew them on the globe. මෙච්චර වෙලා globe එකේනේ යන්නේ. Now we are on the map. We are going to draw them on map. So dear children, this is the way to draw them. Look at the red color lines. What is this? 0. 0 degree. It is the equator. You can write equator here. Equator. Then you can write Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, Arctic Circle, Antarctic Circle. Then here in the both sides you can write the values. If it is a world map. This is the way to draw them on the world map. Earlier I explained how to draw them on the model globe. On a paper. පොළයක globe එකක් ඇඳලා කොහමද කරන්නේ? If not, in the ball, plastic ball or a regiform ball, you can do it. So my dear children, you can try out these things when you are having free time. So today we did many activities too. I hope you will join with my next lesson. Now we did the latitudes. Next lesson is longitudes. Deshansha. Longitudes. I hope to meet you quickly as possible. With the next lesson, you can enjoy that too. Thank you very much, all of you.